EastEnders confirmed Zoe Slater's departure last month, and it now appears that the BBC One soap is preparing to kill off the character just a year after her highly anticipated return. The show has recently been filming funeral scenes for Zoe, with members of the Slater family gathering to say their final goodbyes. Kat, Big Mo, Josh, Jasmine, Lily and Tommy were all present, according to pictures from the filming location. Jean and Alfie were also spotted taking part in the scenes. Zoe's return to Albert Square last year saw her reunite with her family while attempting to confront the personal struggles that had haunted her. However, her journey back has been far from straightforward. She later discovered the true identity of her twins, Jasmine and Josh, and it initially appeared that she could be heading towards a reunion with their father, Anthony Trueman. However, Anthony had been manipulating those around him, and the situation eventually took a devastating turn when Jasmine killed him. Exactly how Zoe will die remains a mystery. However, considering the dramatic events surrounding her storylines since returning to Walford, her final chapter is expected to be equally shocking. When Zoe's return to Albert Square was first announced, Michelle Ryan revealed that she had already been considering coming back after meeting with former co-stars and reminiscing about their time on the show. She also explained that she was surprised and touched to discover how much affection viewers still had for Zoe. Returning to EastEnders felt like coming home, and she said that filming her first scenes again made it feel as though she had never left. However, Michelle Ryan is not the only actor preparing to leave the BBC soap. Aaron Thiara, who plays Ravi Gulati, has also been confirmed to be departing the show in upcoming scenes. Suki and Eve Panesar Unwin have experienced a relatively quiet period in EastEnders recently, but executive producer Ben Wadey has confirmed that this is about to change in a major way. During a recent EastEnders press event, Ben teased that something significant is on the horizon for the popular couple. He explained that the show's adoption storyline was deliberately developed slowly and realistically because it reflects a real-life experience faced by many people. He also admitted that Suki has been less prominent for a while, but confirmed that she and Eve will soon take center stage in a major new storyline. The couple have already endured a long and difficult journey in their attempts to start a family, facing numerous challenges along the way. Their troubles began when Suki discovered that her step-granddaughter, Avani Nandra Hart, was pregnant. Desperate to become a mother, Suki behaved out of character and pressured the terrified teenager to continue with the pregnancy. However, Eve eventually realized that Avani didn't want to have the baby and stepped in to support her decision to have a termination, even though it placed enormous strain on her relationship with Suki. The consequences were explosive. When Avani's parents, Priya Nandra Hart and Ravi Gulati, discovered what had happened, the fallout became so serious that Suki and Eve ended up living separately. However, the couple later reunited following a horrific homophobic attack on Eve. Their relationship became stronger once again, and Eve eventually agreed that they should explore the possibility of adoption. Unfortunately, that was only the beginning of their problems. Eve's mother, Norma, strongly opposed their plans and attempted to interfere with their adoption journey. Later, concerns were raised when their social worker learned that Ravi and Priya's family life had been affected by his involvement in a drug operation. The situation became even more complicated on the day Suki and Eve attended their adoption panel meeting. The date also marked the anniversary of Jags Panesar's death, leading to a furious confrontation between Suki and Vinny Panesar. A deeply distressed Suki stormed away from the meeting and later became involved in a drunken and violent clash with Nicola Mitchell. Nicola captured the incident on CCTV and later used the footage to blackmail Suki and Eve. Despite everything working against them, the couple's dreams eventually came true when the adoption panel approved their application. Soon afterwards, they welcomed young REEvisited into their home. They even managed to partially repair their relationship with Nicola. More recently, Suki and Eve have faced difficulties bonding with Rhea, who continues to miss her biological mother. Eve has struggled particularly hard with the situation and surprisingly received some valuable parenting advice from Nicola. With the conflict between them currently settled, it might seem unlikely that Nicola will be involved in the couple's next major storyline. However, actress Laura Doddington, who plays Nicola, has suggested that viewers shouldn't rule anything out. She said she hopes the relationship between Nicola and the couple can continue positively, adding that it was refreshing to see two women able to move past their conflict, sit down together, and support one another. But could Nicola's past actions come back to haunt Suki and Eve? Laura admitted that even she doesn't know whether Nicola has deleted the incriminating CCTV footage or secretly kept it. With a major storyline now confirmed for Suki and Eve, viewers may soon discover whether Nicola is truly finished causing trouble, or whether she could once again turn their lives upside down. EastEnders has confirmed that Lee and Nancy Carter will return to Albert Square as part of their mother Linda Carter's upcoming exit storyline. Fans of the BBC soap were left heartbroken earlier this month when Kelly Bright announced that she would be leaving the show after 13 years. However, Linda will have the chance to reunite with all of her children before her final days in Walford, as Danny Hatchard and Maddie Hill have already returned to filming for their comeback scenes. Both Lee and Nancy are set to return for short periods, rejoining Linda and their younger siblings Johnny, Ollie, and Annie. Exactly why Lee and Nancy are returning remains a closely guarded secret, with EastEnders keeping the details of their comeback under wraps. Executive producer Ben Wadey said that the show was delighted to welcome both actors back to Walford, bringing two much-loved members of the Carter family back together. He also teased that while Linda will be thrilled to have all of her children reunited, there will be plenty for the family to discuss and catch up on. Speaking to Radio Times and other media, Wadey also addressed Kelly Bright's upcoming departure and explained how important Linda's final storyline will be. He praised Kelly as an exceptional actress and described Linda Carter as one of the greatest characters in EastEnders history. Wadey admitted that losing Linda would be a significant moment for the soap and revealed that the team wants to ensure viewers see the character at her very best during her final months on screen. As part of those plans, Lee and Nancy will return to the Carter family for a period of time. But with the exact reason behind their sudden comeback still being kept secret, and a shocking twist reportedly on the way, fans will have to wait and see exactly what dramatic events lie ahead for Linda and her family. EastEnders airs from Monday to Thursday at 7:30 p.m. on BBC One. Most episodes are also released early on BBC iPlayer at 6 a.m. before their television broadcast.